Hebe. Oh my god, I fucking hate. I cannot even imagine what it's like in New York City right now. It's disgusting here. And um but oh my god, last night late. Like we got home at like midnight. And he was like, I have a headache and he seemed really unwell. And I had no expectations that we'd watch Dark Shadows or anything. And but then all of a sudden he gets like wild and he's like dealing with the recycling and running around the house doing stuff. And I was in the bedroom playing with Poppy, trying to get her to chill out. And he comes in, he's like, I have a surprise for you. And I look, and it's the air conditioner. And he's like installing it. We had talked about putting an air conditioner in. I mean, I was like, we have to somewhere. And I assumed it'd be the playroom or Poppy's room because I know he doesn't like air conditioning. And he's putting it in there for me, babe. That's nice. And Poppy's in there because it's the only bearable place to be. And I'm soon to join her. And I just lost my mind, my total fucking absolute mind, looking to find where Captain Underpants is playing, which is what she wants to see. Because I was like, we could go to the beach, we could go to the public pool, we could go sit Captain Underpants. Her first choice was the pool, but I'm hemorrhaging out onto tampons, and I was like, what if I bled in the pool? I couldn't take that risk. So the pool's out. And the beach, not the beach down the street. She doesn't give a shit about this right now. And so pool and Captain Underpants were her choices. And like, you just Googling like showtimes near my zip code or showtimes in Suffolk County, Long Island. And it says it was released on June 2nd. And don't these summer movies just play all summer? I couldn't believe it. I got so mad. Anyway, um, I'm here in the living room on the computer, and I can't. Did I tell you? My name is Paul. I've been like Googling shit about Strattera, my ADHD non-stimulant medication, and like I can't find anything good about it. There's a black box warning about suicide, and I'm not feeling suicidal. I'm feeling less suicidal. And my doctor was like, watch out for hypomania. Oh, that's not happening. It's been about a week. I'm seeing him in a week. Um, I might be feeling mildly better. It's hard to tell. I mean, I think compared to last week. Last week I had wicked PMS too, though. So it's just hard to tell. I don't know. I was willing to take her to a pool or a beach or a movie. I mean, the last few weeks I'd be like, I should take her to a pool or a beach or a movie, but I just can't. So, okay, but anyway, on the internet, it's everything bad about it. All these different forums that I've relied on, MD Junction, Crazy Meds. People are like, it didn't do shit for me, or it helped for a short while and then it pooped out, or it made me suicidal, or it made me manic, or I hated it. I hated the way it made me feel. What am I supposed to? I'm used to that because all these meds affect people in different ways. It's very strange. Brains are strange. These meds are strange. So, but I would have expected there's always usually like a balance. Like, This medication is the worst thing that ever happened to me. I gained 100 pounds. I never wanted to get out of bed. I had suicidal thoughts. There's that. And then there's it was okay, like it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for, but. And then there's this is a lifesaver. There were a lot of side effects like diarrhea, but I was willing to put up with that for the mood benefits, or it was really great for my mood, but I couldn't deal with gaining weight, or losing too much weight, or you name it. But there's always a mix of positive and negative, and all I see on the internet is like negative. And the only positive thing, I Googled the other night, I was like, Strattera Data Lounge, because there's always a lot of discussions about psychomeds in there. And the thread was like a lot of the negativity that I've been reading, where it's an ADHD drug, and that's what's mostly out there on the internet. But like I would Google Strattera bipolar, and mostly what would come up would be people with ADHD / bipolar. I didn't really find any pure bipolar people on it, and I'm like, does my doctor think of ADHD? That's possible. I mean, I think my sisters have it like real bad, and I could, check off some symptoms on the list, but I don't think my doctor would know that about me. Like the things I did, anyway, not to be ADD about it. What was I saying? Most of the information out there is about ADHD people. So that again kind of bugs me. I'm like, but ADHD and bipolar are different. And then there's articles about like, are they kind of the same? And is there overlap? I mean, whatever. That's not my problem. I go to Data Lounge, and it is mostly ADHD people saying shitty things about it, saying they wanted Adderall and their doctors won't give it to them, or Adderall was too intense, they couldn't handle Adderall, or Vyvanse is another stimulant medication, and just discussion of that. Very little actual mentioning of Strattera. We got the vibe, it's like, Strattera's boring. But one person said, I love Strattera because my boyfriend takes it and it's his miracle drug. It has evened out his mood swings, and he is easy and pleasant to get along with, and no drama. He's fine. So I was like, oh, finally, like something. And on my precious Data Lounge. And that's the only hope I'm clinging to, that there's someone out there that, I mean, it's not him taking it, but seeing really positive results in someone they're close to. I usually wake up with intense anxiety, and yesterday doesn't count because it was an exciting day ahead. And as I told you, sometimes I feel like I don't exist if there's not a social plan or someone around, which is creepy. But today, like I woke up as Paul was like pretty much out the door for work, and that would normally give me like terror. And I was just like, oh, are you going to work? And I like jumped up and made sure I said goodbye to him and stuff. I don't know. I just feel calmer. What's today? Monday. Monday I had my usual like shitty bad day of feeling like, I've got to get Poppy out, doing nothing, feeling paralysis, while she's busy on her games, and my usual thought pattern like, I am failing her as a mother. This is summer. I gotta get her out there. I feel like I can't move. And it's like, I had the bad thoughts or the thoughts and the paralysis feeling, but I felt calm and accepting about it. Like, this is where I'm at. Like, this is how it is right now. Whereas normally, typically, frequently, all the time, there'd be those thoughts, the paralysis, and then like the sickening like anxiety about it. Like horrible, horrible anxiety leading to suicidality. Very common. I mean, typical. So Monday I had that. Tuesday, Paul was home, so I was distracted from many personal feelings, and Paul was real up on Tuesday, TCB, which I feel good around. And then today should be one of my like Monday days, and I've just been discussing. Well, I woke her up, and not 12:30, and we played in the room with the air conditioning, like before actually getting out of bed. But it was fun, playful, light. I didn't feel like I was forcing myself to play. And then we got up, and I made her breakfast. I made her eggs. They tasted like shit. I forgot to add butter. They tasted burned. It was horrible. But I was just like, I'm sorry. Like, usually, like, I make good scrambled eggs. Anyway. And then we got to talking about stuff to do, like all those options. And she picked the movie, and I was looking for the movie, and I got really irritated and mad. But then I was like, I'm sorry, like, this is really frustrating. Like, I can't find the info I want, and I know you want to go to the movie. And I don't know. We had a conversation, like, and I was like, how about this? Like, I know you want to play your games, and I would like to actually do some music. Like, I actually don't want to go anywhere. I mean, I always feel like I have to go somewhere for her to give her a proper childhood. But if she weren't here, I would just be hanging out here. And she wants to be hanging out here. So I was like, let's just, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. And maybe like 5 or 6, we'll go out to the beach when it's like more, or we'll do something early evening when it's a little cooler out and we've done, some things that we wanted to do for a while. So don't I sound like really undepressed and like I'm not Miss Perfect? I'm not like zooming her around to like have wonderful experiences, and I burned the eggs and couldn't find the movie. I'm not dressed. It's like 3 o'clock. But I don't know, I just feel fine. I feel alert and a little sleepy. I feel a little sleepy, but I just stay up late. So anyway, this is basically a Stratera report. Like, I often feel better when my period kicks in despite the cramps. So it could be that. I don't know. But it feels a little medicated. Like, not that I'm medicated, but the switch seems like kind of fast. Like, I was only taking it for a few days when like my mood lifted, but not maniacally. I might report daily on this. Just I keep track, kind of like my own mood tracker. Now I've got like a minute left. I'm sorry to spend on time. Jimmy, is he joking when he talks about moving to New York? Did you tell him that he could probably find space in Portland? There are so many dark rooms in Portland. I know this. My hair cutter had a daughter. I told you this a long time ago. She was like a teenage, like, wonder child, like artist. And she built her own dark room in their house. Anyway, dark rooms are relatively simple to build. He probably can't build one in his apartment because he's a renter, but they're around. Craig